Well, I gave up on the Jungle website and just went and got one of these. Does 1/2 inch and 3/4, and I'm hoping this is going to pull me through here. This is my tile chart that I made. We'll go into that later. It's kind of tired of this being a mess. This cabinet was sort of falling apart from the get-go, so I Gorilla Glued it last night. You can tell Gorilla Glue turns your fingers black if you're not careful. So, ding, phone went ding. And I've been working over here on the electricals. I have power up in the cabinet now on this side. So if I wanted to have an electric winch up there, no, I'm just kidding. So I am looking forward to getting my door back. I got to clean up, and we're going in and under today. And so I've got all the tools in place. And so I'm looking forward to getting all this back where it belongs. And the tile work I'll talk about later. So let's get under the house. It's very cold, and so let's see what it is. Still working on the barn door. It's 24 degrees outside. So let's not go out right now. Maybe when it gets to 28 or something, I'll go out there. So I got my coffee going and everything. Got some other repairs to make in the house. So yeah, there's some old tile from this tile job, and I was able to find everything I needed. Where did I put all that stuff? I don't know. I think I left it in the truck. Well, I'll get it all in. All right, 3, 2, 1. My friends at Spectrum, my buddies, they just came and gave me a visit and said from here to the box is about 900 something feet, and I will not be charged extra. Hugh's net is going to be hitting the bin, and so we'll see how that goes. So I'm looking forward to actually having a computer like all month long. Imagine that. So I decided to turn the heat on. It's starting to get a little chilly in here. It really is 53. So that's kind of my break point there. I'll let it go down a little less than that. You might wonder what I'm doing here. I've had this old lamp forever, and I know you can get new of them, but I didn't want new of them, so I just got the old Gorilla Glue. This is tips and tricks, and I just poured it in there, put a little thing to catch it, and I use that because it breaks away. And so put a ton of super glue, and then I sprinkle a bunch of baking soda in there, and I got clamp on a roll here, and I should be able to save this thing. I would tell you how I broke it, but it's a long story. It was not broken in transit. So anyway, hopefully it's been broken for a long time, so I'm looking forward to fixing that. All right, let's move on to the next topic. That's just tips and tricks. There's Bugs Bunny's on, so gotta watch Bugs. There goes that guy. He's going to get some updock, I think. He told me he was going to go get a supply of that today. So I'm ready to set this cabinet, and I needed to vacuum out now. Do that sack. So I got my holes ready as we've seen before, and I got my big 3/4 PEX, and one of them goes there. The reason I got to set the cabinet, water heater cabinet, is because I need to have a drain. Let's see how full. Okay, well that's good enough. I mean, I can. What's wrong there? No, I think it's down there enough. And then set the blue one. Okay. All right. Now, vacuum this out and set this there, and got to pull my wires through for the water heater. I'm just going to leave those screws in there because I don't know. There's no reason to take them out. And I'll talk about all the cabinetry later. So this drain is set. I've been jostling this pan around, but I guess before I hit the set the washer, I'll put another bead around there just to make sure I didn't blow it. Now I'm going to be not quite under the house yet, but Can't get down there till I set this this drain. It's not going to be in that configuration, but we'll set this drain. I got my going under the house kit here with my notes on what I gotta have. So let's set the cabinet. Now the cabinet is going to be free floating. It's not. I'm not going to nail it down solid. There are some holes here already for these long screws. I might set those, but it was not really connected to the floor anyway. So let's put it there. Okay, 3, 2, 1. Da doo da. The Kent Town race is 5 miles long. Oh, da doo da day. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. It's early in the morning and I'm cold. Okay. Bet some money on a bobtail nag. Somebody bet on the bay. Okay. Let's put the pan in and the drain in. And some silicone around the pan. We'll do that second. So I've got my drain set. And I'm ready to go under the house now, almost. So what you got to do here is, I got to make sure the water's off. I don't generally like giving a tour of the house, but so I've got a couple of remotes here. So the water is off. And so what you got to do now is, because I'm going to be cutting, this will be the last day of that gas heater. Oh, I wanted to go out and let's run the water out here. And by the time I get to Phoenix, okay, got my hair slicked down because hats don't work. I've got to go outside, and I wanted to look at something else. I'll just keep this continuous here. Oh boy. Alright, so let's go ahead and carry some of this stuff over to the... Boy, Daphne saved me yesterday. She generally does. I'll tell y'all about that one of these days. The Spectrum guys, they were taking their pictures in her and everything. So let's just go see how much gas is left. Oh, I'm gonna have some. Well, the ground is frozen. So that'll be the last of this thing. No tramps down there, are there? So there's the gauge. And I don't know what you're going to be able to see of it. I should have brought a piece of cloth out here. Oh, I smell gas. God almighty. That means it's low. There's the needle. Well, I can see it, but it is flat on 0. And the leakage, man, I tell you, these guys are the pits, and I'll tell you who they are. I can't remember the name. Is it American something or other? But I'm through with those dudes as of today. So I've been running on fumes, keeping the water warm. But today will be different, and we'll go into wiring and firing of the water heater here. Wave bye-bye. I'll probably leave it there for a while because I got to dig up, see how much more of the siding I got to patch where that thing is. Okay. Whew. A balmy 49 degrees in here. All right. Ooh, it smells like that primer and glue. It's okay. Now, just let that, I'm not going to put the water heater in. I think I got enough. I tell you what, I may just set it in there. Let's just see if I got enough wire. So, oh, I know what I was going to do. I didn't show you, did I? So I got to drain the house. And so that means I got to turn this on. Okay, it's not coming out. I thought that was the lowest point. That's okay. You spill a little water when you do plumbing. It's not an unusual thing to have happen. Somehow the wind's working for me. They're closing the door for me. That's seldom. Okay. Let's set the water heater in there and see if I can get her to wire up. There's my wire nuts there. So this is an exciting moment because we're on the turnaround now. We are on the construction end. She is in place. Everything looks good. I had enough wire, just enough. And this is one of those situations where you pre-twist. You do not want to just depend on the wire nuts. Now here there's a new kind of fitting. I forget what they call them. It starts with an M, I think. But I ain't got none of them. And this is going to be just fine. So we're going to set that in place and give her, I like to give her till she starts to twist right here. But you do have to pre-twist these. I recommend that at any time. Most of your problems happen when you put stranded wire to solid wire, but that looks good there. And I got plenty of room here. Those are just set there to just kind of mess around. So be sure and do that. Now I can get to my thermostat. I can get to my pressure release, and I get to my drain. And I said a while ago we're going to be under the house, but I ended up just sort of doing this, waiting on it to warm up a little bit. I think it's supposed to be 42 to the 44 something today. So I'm real happy with that. And so that's the way she's going to stand. And that should do it. So pretty soon I'll be cutting that out of here. I think I'll go turn the water heater off anyway. I need to turn the gas off. So we got there and turn the gas off, turn the power off. And the gas off, well here, I'll just show you. This is a huge project. So let's put put that up there. Let's just put it over here. Okay. And then turn, we can take this off where hornets do not fear to tread. And now we're going to turn this off. And let's go. Where does this go? I guess that's, I don't know. We'll take, I guess I got to take it apart to get whatever they got hold. There's the old siding. Ooh. Hate I lost that video. You can see where all the hornets were. But that's that old tan, vomit colored vinyl siding. And, okay, that goes under the house. So we're gonna, I'll probably just take this fitting off here. Oh, I got to turn it off over here too at the main thing. God, it was just there. Let's turn it off here too. Just make it completely safe. Well, stick with me. It's always quiet when it's this cold. Okay, so that is this valve here. And that'll be the end of that. And if they want to come get this tank, they can come get it. They better not charge me anything. What do you bet I get something in the mail that I gotta pay them rent or something? That's when you contact the Attorney General. Get that stuff out of here. I gotta get this, I gotta remember to get this drain fitting off right here and get some of those. So I'll do that later, because that's inside the house. Hope it fits. I imagine those things are universal. Okay. God, every time I come in, it about knocks me out. Whew, that plumbing stuff's really something. Plumbing glue. Okay, she's saying 130. This is a funny house. I've mentioned it a couple of times. When I was working on the air conditioner, I turned everything off. And then I got popped. I got hit with some 110 here. And then I discovered that outside was this. So there are breakers out here, and there is water heater. Now, I always forget there's outlets under the house. So heat, everything else is okay. And ooh, there's the big breaker. I never really noticed it. There's the breaker to the whole house, really, right there. I like Energy United. They've always been pretty good to me. Okay, let's latch that up here in a minute. I'm gonna leave it like that so I know. Let's see if I got it here. I guess it runs that Romex, but the stuff going to the controller is like, you know, stuff you wouldn't even use on a telephone. Okay, so that's done. I'm not gonna do anything there yet. So anyway, okay, so let's keep progressing here. So if I got everything here, I think so. All right, I'm down here. I got everything laid out. I've cut this whole filter out of here, and I'm ready to do a patch on that and lose whatever this fitting is in here. We got to empty this bucket. It's just filled with water. So I'm started. I have started doing this. So probably gonna reuse those things right there. So it ain't too bad down here. It ain't too bad. Somebody's here. That was the Spectrum dudes, both of them, and they want to use my lean-to on my barn to store equipment to save them a 4-hour round trip. I said, you got it, brother. You got it. So, and they're talking about the Wi-Fi and everything else. So, boy, what a thrilling few days this has been. Okay, well, I am sitting down here. I don't know what I call it Indian style. So, if you're offended by that, that's your problem. And so there's my drain. There's my hot and cold. So this is the hot line, and this is the cold line, and that's the fresh feed, and it goes into the right. And I've already carried, I'll show you that later. So let's see if I can cut this stuff and get it hooked up. And I'm glad I got these 45s because I think I'm gonna need them. And I got extra hose if I think I'm gonna need it. So let's get to work and let's see what it looks like when I'm done. Well, I got the hot one done, and I was thinking, you know, the front one's the hot one, but the other line was warm, so I don't know why that is, but if it screws up, then I can reverse it upstairs. I mean, you know, so if I do this wrong, I don't know how I'm doing it wrong, because, I mean, anyway, but if it's wrong, I can switch them upstairs at the tank if I put the lines in backwards, but I don't think I am. But it was weird touching that line and it was warm. The cold line, I'm saying, like right here. Okay, I'm done. This is the thing that replaced the whole house filter. And I gotta fix that back up again. Well, I might just let that go free. Let's just let that go free, that's okay. And there's no 90 degrees there, and I didn't mess with that PEX one. So there's everything else is done, and I got that hooked up. And I got my drain pipes in with some Sharkbite. I don't know, okay. I always put a little Sharkbite in there. It keeps the balmy breezes from coming in the house and the rodents and other things. And I kind of always like to hang them in space like that. And so I can just, if it leaks, you know, I'll see it inside the house. But that just seems to be the best way. And alright, so all I got to do now is hook that up, and I'm going to go around here and I'll try to seal this up a little bit. I'm going to just stuff some stuff in there and try to keep the cold air from blowing in on them. And I think that's going to be it for down here. Once again, I'd like to thank my Streamlight for helping me. And let's get all this mess out of here. And I might even nail up this piece here once I get a little bit more insulating done, boys. Okay, boy, this is just unbelievably huge. So I just can't wait to hook it all up. So so far this plumbing experience has not caused a trip for me to go anywhere, but I'm probably, you know, you say that and then you gotta go somewhere, but I hope I'm wrong. Okay, well that's it for down here. And I think I'll just take a still picture of this, and this will be my, how bad can it get picture. Alright, that closes the door on that. I'm glad that's over with. All the insulation's back up. I crawled all over and cleaned up and put up some insulation and all that stuff. So, if you ever wondered what was behind one of these, let's find out. Oh. Well, there's no hornets in there anyway. That's a good thing. This will head for metal recycling. Oh. Well, it looks kind of interesting. There's a blower motor, and look at all that circuitry sitting outside. Well, it worked for a long time. How was it attached? Is it just hooked on there, or I don't know. I don't know how it's on there, but I got to get rid of it. Now, some people probably would just leave it, but it's just too much of an invitation for critters. Do not touch, warning. Okay. Okay. Ooh, that looks kind of rotten. So just spiders and all that stuff. Just, I got to figure out how it's on there. Looks like there's a panel, and then it might be something to do with these and those. And I don't know. It's gonna be so cold tonight. I'm not gonna mess with it, because if I start this, I'll never get inside, and I want to get inside and finish inside. Well, speaking of inside, yeah, I used up a bunch of great stuff down there around that plumbing. I hope it doesn't leak. And then we are set to do some stuff in here. Now, I've made the... boy, I'm choked up after being down there. I've made the decision not to use this. I just don't see... this is not a industrial setting. I don't remember that much about it. I think I did put it in, but boy, it was a long time ago. I mean, I've had this place 15 years, 16, something like that. So let's go get a smaller one. Well, this was one of my better decisions. I got this filter, whatever the part number is. I don't know, but I don't know what part number is. Oh, it's there. It is. It's an AOWHPREV, maybe? I don't know. Okay, so far better thing, and I'll tell you why. See, look at this. I'm gonna go right to PAX. Oh, silly camera. Okay, and so that'll be good. There's your innie and your outie. And the good thing is it comes with a bracket. I didn't have a bracket for the other one, but I want you to look how clean this is going to be. See, I got that right there. And I'll talk about that in a second. And see, the other one out here, I'm not going to go out there. Well, I guess I will, as you can see. And I was a little disturbed because the water, here, let me show you. The water going in was kind of gnarly. And the water, let's see, which one is innie and outie? See, that took a big old, there's innie. So innie's kind of muddy, and outie's kind of muddy. But I had these rusty old connections here, and that's just way out of hand. And so all that stuff, I was going to try, but I think I'm going to be better off. I'm going to fix that spigot while I'm doing today too. I got a couple hours of daylight. So we're inside now. If I'm lucky, I may even get to do some tile work tonight. Whoa! I met Wilbur at Lowe's, and so I'm going to do a TR4 video for him. So this thing's pretty cool. See how this works? You can put that on there like that, and then I'll be danged. I guess that's just a relief valve of some kind. I'll have to look it up. I am pretty good about reading the instructions. So yeah, I'm gonna just that's nice, and that's a 5 micron filter. I've used those before. I had a couple of these. I'll use these up. I won't give them as long, and two, but it just came with one. So $39, I think, and I got 5% off because I'm a pro. All right, let's make another video about this thing. I have the fittings on and this rather loose thing here. So I taped them, and I use a little bit of that seal stuff. I've got my screws in, and we're going to go in that way. And let's just see how it hooks up here. And I got some matching white screws. How you dig that, huh? And I think I can just turn, I might have to use one fitting. So that's easily gotten to. I would make sure that that thing not only is tight, but also has an O-ring in it, because it's just, you know, people forget. And so let's take this thing off and make sure the O-ring's in it. And I'm going to put some of that sealant, that yellow sealant on it too. It'll come off easier next time. So just keep doing the little right things, okay? So here we are. I've got that mounted. I've got this done. I've got those pushed in. Be sure to mark them to make sure you get them all the way down. And now I'm working on hooking up to, that's the Eni. And now the thing to do here is, of course, do your work here to get you down to there and all that stuff. I'll show you in a second, but I've already got that one in place, that 90 degree, and I'm going to go behind this pipe. That seems like the best thing to me. I don't think I'm going to have any freeze problems there. So I got to build a corner and then put in this valve. Be sure and put in your valve when you put it in. Always have it on the open position so you can see where it is. This is kind of redundant because this thing also has a shut-off valve, and I turn it off with the breaker, but whatever. I got this thing and I like it, and I'm going to use it. So I'm going to put this in a corner and everything over there. So make sure you just buy the contractor pack of stuff, because you end up using it more than you think. So I'll show you what it looks like in the end here. So, and I wrote not live on there, so nobody will have the misunderstanding that there might be cutting the water off, although you can't see it when the dryer's in place, but still it's better to, you know, act like somebody. So like I said, you want to build everything you can outside and then plug it in, you know, where you can. So I had to come on the outside of that pipe. Kind of makes me feel a little better. The white pipe coming off this, the blue, was stressing it a little too much for me. So I'm built and ready to go in there. So let's finish this out. So I've got all that in there. Leave that valve off. I don't mind that that's kind of cocked that way. Doesn't bother me. I mean, you know, it'll move back if I need it to. But I kind of like it there because it's a little bit more over the pan. And I actually just noticed that. So okay, let's get this in. And then actually at this point I could turn the water on. I don't know. The hour is upon us. I think I've got everything done. And I have a question. I have a big question. How can the Three Stooges be rated G? I mean, that's just violent and awful stuff. Ugh. Well, I'm glad I have an RO system, because I've had water all day. I can't clean that up because I can't waste any water. Hey, look at dinner. Don't you wish you were here? All right, so judicious use of great stuff. I had nightmares when I was a boy about my sister being caught in some kind of plumbing system. That's too good for her after I got a little older. So I tried to just pack that in, and well, we're gonna turn the water on. Ready? Let's hope we don't hear any big hissing noises and water shooting out. I don't know. So I fixed the spigot. I've got those off, and I got the sink turned off. Boy, this is nervy time. And so I got all these turned off. So I guess we're going in. Fix this lamp today. That's been broken so long. So anyway. Oop, what did I hit? Just hit the corner. Okay, you ready? Lord knows I'm not. Everything's on mute. Let's just listen. I don't hear anything. Okay, let's open the main valve, main stem valve. There comes the water. You can see it filling up down there. Okay. Whoop. I'm going to fill this whole tank right here. You don't want to overstress it. It's filling up. Oh, you can hear it going into the tank. Because it's going to stop in a minute because air pressure is going to be too much. Hear that emptying into the tank? Keep going. Let's just let her buck. So the filter's full and this is filling. So you have to let this blow through for at least 3 minutes. Okay, so now, wow, what a mess. I can't wait to get the old AccuVac out and dust everything. So I know it's just spinach, it's okay. So let's there's something going to tick over there. I guess it's just the tank filling up. Let's just burp. Yeah, see, I told you right there when I said it's going to burp. Let's open the hot water. Got to go for 3 minutes. Don't worry about that. That's just cinnamon and cloves and stuff. 7:05. Oh, there you go. Ooh, whoa, Nelly. Woo! You're touching both valves. You don't want to dry fire, whatever you do. Woo! I don't see any particles in that. Okay. Ooh, gotta sneeze. I'm allergic to fear. Okay, so let's just take that out of there. Alright, well, 7:07. Now, I could be, so the trick to this is I turn the valve off for a while. Turn it back on again. Okay. I don't use aerators. I don't believe in them. Makes a mess. They go right in and then. Now, I haven't, what is that? I hate stuff. It's called in grains. Usually it's my hair or something. There we go. Alright, well, 7:07, gonna go to 8 here in a second. I know that looks terrible, but it smells great. And it's, I like hearing it. Oh, there it is, 7:08. Okay, humidify the house too. Okay. So let's just let her go. That's good stuff right there. That almond butter, not a sponsor. And we all know about that stuff. Good on egg sandwiches. Now and then. I don't do it like every third time. Okay. So let's shut her down. Now if I were you, I'd let this sit for a while because there's going to be air and stuff in here. So let's turn this valve off here. And you're going to listen for it. Shh. And you hope you don't hear it. I did hear it. So. I heard it just not so bad that time. So there's probably still some air in here. Let's listen again. Yeah, heard it again. Let's open this up. I'm going to keep you in real time here because this is the way it goes. Oh, I know what it is. It might be the toilet or something. Now, it's possible to crank this water heater up and burn out the elements, so don't let that happen to you. Alright, so what's in there? Okay, that already looks a little muddy. That's okay, that's what it's for. Okay, let's turn it off. I heard it again. Not so much that time. I tell you what, there's probably some air on that spigot I rebuilt today. It's probably just air pressure. I don't know. Boy, I'm gonna cry like a baby when this is over. Because this has been such a huge project. It's not like filling Jaguar stuff. Yeah, see there's a bunch of air in that. Okay, so let's go back in there. Okay, boy, that is just great. Feels great. Okay, so it's compressing air, I think, more than anything. So let's open this up again. We're not going to hear it for sure this time. Yeah, okay. Yeah, there's your air coming out of there. Okay. This is the reality of it. We've got an old house. Okay, so let's turn her off this time. That felt different. I don't know how to describe it. I only had one 90-degree fitting left. it ended up being a little different. So you just got to prepare for it. You know, overbuy, and then, you know, you're going to take it back, you know. It'll save you a lot of trips. And you're going to go back anyway, you know that. Yeah, I can hear it. I don't think it's leaking. Okay. So it's building up pressure. There's probably more air in the lines. A little bit of a whoosh there. You know what that could be? That could be, this might be a video in and of itself. That could just be air in this line. So let's go in here. Yeah, baby. Okay, so let's, yeah, there's air in that, and it's holding pressure. That's why I left it off. Oh, something kicked the light on out there. Now it's definitely gonna make a whoosh noise this time. So yeah. Okay. All right, let's get this air out of this line. Oh, and I probably can turn the shower on too. Whoa! I got plenty of pressure. Whoa! The pressure's much more than it was before. Let's just let that run through. The drain can't keep up with it. So we'll run the shower. What do you think the phone's gonna ring in a minute, huh? Alright, so let's run the shower and see if we can get. That's better. Whoa! Yeah, there's some air there. Ooh. Okay, let's just run the other ones here. Okay, let's run them again. That I don't understand that, because I put all more fittings in there. Okay. Let's run this. Is it gonna spit? I don't think it will. Oh, thought wrong. As long as there's air in the lines, you're going to get, you know, you see I got my fluke checker there. Okay, now let's turn them off. It feels different every time. It's quiet. Keep hearing that noise. I guess it's because I had that valve open. I keep hearing it. Could be some stuff still in here, some air still in the tank. I guess I'm going to have to go under the house. Let's just let that sit for a minute. I don't hear anything. And if something's going on under the house, it's not bad, because it's not. I don't know. We're gonna keep her real time here. Let's just let her go. And if she's leaking under there, I'll deal with it. Oh, there you go. There's all my other fixings for tonight's dinner. 7:20. that is. I keep hearing it every time. So that's bad. So let me this was such a major project. Yeah, that's just not good. It seems to be lessening. There's nothing here drippy, leaky, or anything like that. Yeah, something's wrong. Let me go see if I can figure out what it is. It's not terrible, but gotta figure out what it is. Whew. I don't know. Maybe I'm just gonna flush everything and run everything and check it. So, all right, that's enough of that. In Daisy's penthouse, another great. So where could there be air? And I remembered that there's a spigot over here. Well, you don't need that light because you got this light. Oh, and that light. Ooh, I forgot I had a motion detector. I don't come to this side very often. So let's see what happens. Oh my gosh! Woo! Spider cider. Well, let's turn this on and. Oh, that was like the monsters or something. Oh, stop it. Oh. Ugh. It's not blowing any air out. Alright, well, I'll have to come out here tomorrow and do something about that. Okay. It's going to be cold tonight. I need both hands. Okay, let's go back in and see if we can get this whooshing noise to stop. I guess I'll look under the house or listen under the house. The water's on, so. Oh, another light. Don't hear anything, do you? Okay, well, the water's on. Sean was right about this stone stuff. It's pretty good, but it sticks between your treads on your shoes. Okay, so let's see what's going on. It's part of it. Okay. And I'll just turn the water off tonight. But it's making RO water. I can hear that. There's something. It could, like I say, there's still something going on. I'll just have to inspect it tomorrow. It's too late and too cold now. There's nothing. Oh! Look there. Okay. Well, let's fix that. It's many hours later. I got a real good supper going there. And I know what was causing the whooshing noise. It was the reverse osmosis system. I had drained it almost dry today. Nice to have the 2 gallons of stuff. And don't worry, I'll get all this tomorrow. So it was a reverse osmosis system making water. So that's all it was. Is that all it was? So let's try this.
See, it doesn't make any noise anymore. So I got the ice maker off, and that's all it was. So it's hard to think of everything. So there you go, no noise at all. Wow. And I found that, you saw that little bit of water right there. And everything is dry. I had to give that a couple of turns. And so, cool. It's almost 9 o'clock. I've been at this for 12 hours. So, okay, so there you go. That takes care of that. I'm not going to fire this up tonight. No need to. There's no need to do that until I'm absolutely positively sure. And I am, but I just don't see any reason. Well, that's some cold water. And but it's cold outside. Baby, it's cold outside. Okay, let's man. My guess would be this is like a $4,000 job. If you're talking plumbing, electricians, they're just about as bad. And so not bad. They just do what they have to do. I am so thrilled. So let's just keep going. Nothing wet down there. Oh, we'll be lifting in the washing machine soon. Well, I'm home now. I left the water on, and the only thing I got is right there. So that nipple right there is not tight enough, and so I'm going to take them both off and tighten them up. But I just assumed they would tighten when I tighten here, and that's not true. So you gotta tighten everything individually. So let me get my hand dry and go here. Okay, those are good. Everything else seems to be fine. So I'm gonna shut it off at the electrical source, and I got it shut off there, and we'll drain everything out. So everything's such a mess. I hadn't been here in a long time, and so we'll tighten that up. That push-on connector right there leaks. Consarn it. That is not what I said, but I'm saying it now. I'll let you fill in the blanks. So I got to go back. I got to get more elbows, more rings. I got enough straight connectors, and I'm going to get whatever makes this PEX. Dang it. I don't know, does PEX, I guess the red PEX takes that kind of heat coming out of there. I'll have to ask the man, I don't know. Okay, well, I'm back from the getting spot, and I just went directly to this. I got those and crimped them in, got longer hoses, and she's been off a little while actually, but she's under pressure, I think. Let's turn her on and see if we get a whoosh. Not a note, not a sound. So that's unbelievable. I'm very happy. It seems like it's been a real long, hard journey. So shark bites bit me. Shark bitten, snake bitten's more like it. So just don't use those push-ons. I tell you, I trusted the guy. He said it was good to 3,000 pounds or something. Just not 50 pounds. Let's turn it off and do it again. I had to turn off my RO system to double check everything. So I'm going to blow the hot water side out here in a minute, and then I'm going to go flip it on, and hopefully we'll have hot water soon. I think I'm going to cry. Okay, it's time. It's been a future project. I got to put an outlet at the back corner. It's just I'm tired of not having one there. So I've been running the water heater for about 45 minutes. So let's see if it works. And we're gonna check it with the FLIR. Come on, FLIR. It takes it a second to. Okay, there you go. So let's turn it on and see. Full blast hot. Yeah. Yes, sir. It says it's 61. Oh, I hear it changing. Oh, baby. There, she's getting hot. Well, looks like we have done it. It's kind of funky looking, isn't it? Let's turn that off and then let's see if I can manage this real quick. Whoop. That's kind of cool. Bloop. I didn't know it would look like that. That's pretty groovy. Yes, sir. Let's put an amen on this thing. Don't worry, it's going to look pretty on the next couple segments. Let's take a look at the. Well, we know that's going to be hot. Yep. And so that line. Ooh, look how hot it is right there at the anode, whatever thing they call that. A little bit of wire heat there. Got to expect that. Okie dokie. We have it. We have hot water. I love this FLIR thing. I gotta tell you, if you got the means, I suggest you get one. Well, unless you don't have a use for it. Yes, sir. It's nice and warm now. Oh, here we go. A little ceremonial goodbye to that thing. Somebody out there? I think it was a bird. Let's see if my spigot is working. Okay, it's dry right there. So let's see if this is working. Yeah, all right. Okay, well that's it for this segment. I got to get the washing machine and the clothes washing machine in here. And you know what? Losing all those fittings down under the house was paramount because I'm positive the water pressure's better. I haven't taken a shower yet because I hadn't had cold water. And so anyway, let's give them a thumbs up here and hit the subscribe button because this beat me to death. This was really a hard job. And so I start cleaning up, starting with me. And that'll get me in the mood to continue on this stuff. So I'm not going to do anything. I got to clean this up, put in the clothes washer right here. I got to seal that up. I got a piece of foam out there. And then that'll be nice. Okay, talk to you on the next one. Ugh, that looks terrible. I've been patching it though. It's going to be okay. Oh, and I found my paint. I have the original paint here too. So in the main room. Okay.